Yo, how's it going?
Yeah, everyone. Okay, so we got a large show planned for today. It's me, BVids, and my co-host,
Mr. JHaller over here across the internet world from you.
and this is Post My Video, a show dedicated to all things editing and pony. So we will start off the show with I don't know, how's everyone doing today?
Maybe.
Yeah, some content. How are you doing today, Jay? Pretty good.
I'm doing okay. Made myself a great dinner. Woke up and I did not have any of my accounts hacked into today, so it's been a great day. It's been good.
Nice.
Oh god. No, yesterday I had my little eBay account just got hacked into, I guess, or something. Something happened. I don't even know. I don't know. They bought 100 Fluttershy plushies under my name, and that was quite devastating financially. I guess I'm gonna get a little package in the mail of that soon. But oh well, things happen.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say that I've personally ever had my my account hacked, but it's gotta suck, man. It's gotta suck.
Oh my god. Well,
sucks to suck. But anyways.
So, are we gonna start off with our first thing, our first piece of little content that has been gathered over the course of the
yeah.
week.
And finally, I've got some multi-screen, so I can drag things across the screen and do a little bit of interaction with you guys. We got a large portion of things planned for today, but we're going to start off with content. You want to start with the first video that we got in line, Life of Wings. Jay passed this on to me. I hadn't seen this yet, so this has just come out.
It's kind of a lesser known thing, actually. It's something that not many people got to see, but I thought it was pretty good. So I'm gonna check it out and show you guys. Hopefully, get this guy some exposure because I think it's pretty good.
Okay.
That was just the warm up of it, mostly because I thought it was a cute, funny little thing to start off the time. But we're gonna get right back into this. We're gonna get right into the heavy stuff right now. Right off.
It's so heavy. I feel like I've got this weight on my chest.
Just probably the most. I don't know. Is this the most impressive thing that I've seen all week? It might be.
Maybe. I don't know. Malenthrom is a great person when it comes to creating
He's a great person.
He's a great person.
To his gas mask.
He's French, so I mean, there's that going for him. Sacre bleu. I didn't
know that was a.
It's a qualification. All things that come out of French that are like France that are, I don't know, like video based or musically based are probably 99% of the time.
Oh, you're just talking about because that's where our intro concept came. It was from like French advertisers from Verizon. That's where we grabbed our intro from, right?
That's true. Well, maybe. I mean, they had some like hand movement stuff. But anyways, let's not talk about that.
Let's just go right to the next one, which is Ink PMV, which was really impressively well done. So. And we'll actually have a little talk about this at the end. I know the first one was just a warm-up, but then we're going to have a little talk about the editing in this one.
There's so many comments that are just like, they're like, oh my god, this is beautiful. You've gotten me started messing with After Effects myself. I'm really glad.
Sir,
also,
have my babies.
It seems like a ton.
My children.
It seems like a ton of people now are just like saying the term liquid pride. They're like,
yeah, I'm not a big fan of it, mostly just because it's kind of just become a meme and it's really nothing. But
Oh, that would be my...
it's all right.
That would be my phone's going off. But anyways,
Stop that. Tell your phone to be quiet.
I won't answer the phone for now, okay? I got a stream to attend to.
My
mom may be in the hospital. I don't know. Guys.
No, you have your job, your more important job is
to be
do
here. So.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna give the link to you guys in the stream, in the chat, so you can watch along with us to Ink PMV. In 3, 2, 1.
puts like a 30-second bumper at the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't mind it though.
He puts the Gurren Lagann. It's the Gurren Lagann.
This guy's made a lot of good stuff.
We play. Okay, you play the whole video.
So please go subscribe to Malentron once in a while. You know, something that I feel a lot of people don't use in editing that's actually a really good tool to use is something called expressions. I'll just show you After Effects for a second. Expressions are pretty much presets you make for your own creations that give elements within your video a certain rule that they have to obey. So, for instance, if you say for any 20 degrees that I rotate something, I want this other object to make 2 rotations, like 2 spins. This would be for something that's really complicated, like some sort of like gear set, maybe PMV or something like that, where you have like a bunch of gears on screen and you want every time the clock face changes, you know, like a number, you want the gears in the background to rotate twice. You would apply an expression so that you wouldn't have to go through each gear and apply this rule. So an expression is actually kind of like math. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird blur. It's complicated, so I won't get too far into it because one, I'm not too versed in expressions. But the fun thing about them is that you can actually go online and download packs of these things that just preset it for you. So if you wanted to do a certain thing, you can just make it do it for you. I can show you that later.
Like expressions and yeah, like you were talking about this before, and it's basically it's inputting formulas into After Effects.
Right.
In a way. You just have to remember exactly how the code goes.
It's part of what makes it so powerful. Like After Effects really gains a lot of its powerful nature of being such a great editing program because of expressions and things you can do to write this code-based language for the whole video that you're making. So anyways, we'll move on from there.
All right.
And we'll just
next piece of content. Although, is there anything else to add besides? I'm sorry. Besides.
Well, I was gonna. Okay, that's what I was gonna say about his thing. Is that his expressions that he used? I'm actually gonna go back.
All right.
And just look at it really quick because I think I have it in history. Yeah, it's in my likes too. It's the last like I had. There's a thing where every time this is rotating the little wheel. Take a look here. Let me just 720p.
Are you talking about the Applejack scene specifically?
No. If you look at the wheel that rotates with all the elements of a harmony in it, like this. See how it kind of does that? It goes forward and then it comes back. It has a little bit of a springiness to it. It's like this gear is spinning and it's got a springiness to it. That can be an expression. I've seen Malantrom use it in his tutorials, and he talks about how you can add springiness to give elements within these videos more life to them, because just moving them with position tools is okay, but when you give them life, it gives it more of like a meaningful. It gives it more meaning to the actual piece when you actually have these things that look more lively on screen, because they're actually giving more of a natural movement to what these things would be doing if they're like, rotating like that. So it's just one of the things that I noticed about why I like him so much. I mean, of course his visuals are great, but one of the things that I really love is just the way that he uses expressions really well and he places them.
Oh, maybe we'll just have to have him on the show one day, and you can just like.
I can just gush. I can just be like,
his brain and just so be fanboying over him and everything. I love your expressions. Can you give me one? You give me all of them. But nah, he wears a gas mask. He'd be an interesting guest to try to at least.
He needs the gas mask to breathe, man. So.
I guess so. I guess so.
That terrible
like,
French
literally,
air.
People don't understand. Malantrom literally, like when he goes on live stream and he edits, he wears a gas mask as he edits. Like,
hey, he wants to keep his he wants to keep his identity safe.
Plus, also, I don't know how many people are going to go after him.
Also, have you ever noticed, like, the French never shower, so it just must reek over there, and he has to just wear the gas mask?
Really, BVids?
I've heard this. I don't know. This is just what I've heard.
These stories that are okay.
Is that like racist against French people? Ooh, I don't know.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
Anyways, we'll just move on to our next. We'll move on to our next.
Yeah. Ozone's even calling you rude from the chat.
It's so rude. Hairy armpits and all. I'm sorry. Okay.
That's enough. Okay.
Mon
the next
Dieu.
one we have is another video by Galaxy Art Forever, a friend of the show, and he made this for his 10,000 subscriber special. Yeah. The Melancholy of Pinkie Pie.
If you like anime, then you'll probably enjoy this.
Hopefully, hopefully Firefox won't quit on you this time. So,
hey, no, that's because I was trying to interact with the chat, and I kept clicking on the chat too many times, and then finally it was just like, I can't do this. You're full screening on one screen.
Stay out of the chat.
Okay, I'll try.
Chat anymore.
I'll try. I'm just
Firefox.
I'm no fun. Okay.
Here's the link for you people. And let's go in 3, 2, 1.
Day by day, I'm tired of playing games all the time. So that's it, now I quit. I am done with this for good. Oh my boy, if you don't make a choice in the end, I don't know
I'm laughing because I just noticed the part where it says Galaxy Archer.
Yeah, no, you didn't see that. Galaxy Archer.
I didn't see that the first time. No. So I asked Galaxy how long it took him to make that. He said it only took him like 2 days, and I was a little surprised, but then also realized that he had reused a lot of assets he already had to make it.
True, he reused assets, but it's still pretty impressive that he was able to just weave it all together for that.
Yeah, no, he drew all the custom stuff he did himself, obviously, and he just did a really good job. And I'm sure it was like a ton of work in 2 days separately, but I thought something like this, I was thinking like, oh wow, this looks like it would take someone like maybe a couple weeks to make. He's like, nah, just 2 days. So he's really quick. He's really good. Everything. I don't even know what. Let's see. This is a ponification of the melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. I don't even know how to pronounce it correctly, and I've never seen that.
Then we shouldn't dwell on it.
We shouldn't try to pronounce it because there are some people out there who are going to be very upset with us. We keep messing it up.
We're not quiet enough. We don't know our Japanese.
No, I am not. Kawaii desu. Not for me. Okay, this next one is actually something that did not come out recently. This came out May 5th of 2012. And you might be asking, why is that in here? Well,
because Jay likes
earlier.
Mexican things.
Because I like this.
He told me earlier today he ate 5 Chipotle burritos in one sitting.
Hey. It was over the span of an hour, all right? I gave myself some breathing room every couple of minutes here.
I could barely even hear you over the mic, dude. You had too many pinta beans in your teeth.
Oh.
My mouth. Okay. Yeah, the poor toilet, Jay. You didn't even think of the porcelain god. The toilet is ruined.
The toilet's a jerk, and you know what? I don't care.
Okay.
We've had problems. He deserves it though. He's a jerk.
Let's progress with all the Mexican stereotypes. Let's progress with all the Mexican stereotypes. Come on, Jay. Come on. Let's just get through this. Enough.
Oh, it's a survival
Come
until
on.
the end.
Okay, nope. We gotta start this.
So this next one is called MLP Musically Abridged Episode Look Before You Salsa. Again, I only have this in here because basically someone linked it to me and I was like, well, guess I'll have it in the show.
Well, I like sombreros and mustaches. Okay, I'm sold. Let's do this.
I don't know. Sorry, did I give him the right link? I gave him the wrong link.
You are a terrible person. Probably those burritos are messing with your brain, man.
No.
Yeah, you got shredded beef replacing your brain.
I want to start 16 seconds in, actually, so you're probably going to have to copy that whole link.
Yeah.
All right.
You are the weakest link.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Home all alone tonight. You and Applejack should totally sleep over. We'll have a slumber party. I've always wanted one of those.
Cuando pasé por tu casa, sabiendo yo que allí estabas, te negaste a contestar. Ya era tarde, pensé que estabas dormido, pero el celo me mataba y me empecé a preguntar: ¿quién estará marchitando la flor de su boca? ¿Quién estará estrujando su blanca textura? ¿Quién estará siendo dueña de su alma que es loca? ¿Quién estará despojándome de su ternura? Esa noche fue que supe que lo amaba, porque el celo me mataba y llorando yo me fui. Esa noche con mi mente batallando, me fui a mi casa llorando y llorando me dormí. ¿Quién estará marchitando la flor de su boca? supe que lo amaba, porque el celo me mataba y llorando yo me fui. Esa noche con mi mente batallando, me fui a mi casa llorando y llorando me dormí. Y llorando me dormí, me fui todito, llorando me dormí. Y llorando me dormí.
Hooray, slumber party!
That's a pretty good
This is a
slumber
peachy
party.
stream. We're done. We're done. We showed. That's it.
Yeah, man.
Final Draft's gonna come over. He lives only like 25 minutes from me. He's gonna come right to my apartment and say, "You're shut down, JHaller."
We might as
Shutting you
well
down.
just showed Fluttershy crying, because, I mean, that's about as heinous as what we just showed. It's terrible. Okay, man.
So there was no reason for to show that other than I was linked to that earlier today, and I just said, "Yeah, I gotta show that on our show." Why not?
Other than the fact that Jay's like, you know what? I'm on a stream and I get to say what goes, so I'm saying this goes. And I'm gonna play the
Yeah.
entire
I mean,
thing.
I don't know.
We did
I
it.
was looking at the chat. Everyone seemed to think it was funny, so I'm guessing it was an okay decision.
Whoa! You expect me to think that was a bad decision? It was a good decision.
Yes, you were asking me, "Are we playing this the entire thing?" And I was just like,
Well, I thought it was the same thing over and
"Why
over.
can't you just accept this for what it is? It's a silly video and it's funny. Just accept it. Hug it, BVids, group hug it. Okay, that's all I need to know."
I'm sorry, Dad. I didn't mean to disappoint you.
Son, I don't know. I used to trust you.
Now I'm just
All
looking
right.
at Tara Strong be really depressed in the corner and just like,
Why Tara Strong?
or wait, that's not Tara Strong. That's Lauren Fast.
Oh, okay.
She's like, why am I in this documentary? Oh, okay, I'm being
Oh,
paid.
yeah, right. Oh, wait, I know why. Okay, next video. This is one that's actually come out, this was a couple weeks ago, I believe. Yeah, this was about 2 or 3 weeks ago this came out, but I don't think we ever showed it. We never did show this.
No.
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 No, we didn't. So, this is by No Pony Zone. He made another, one of his style of videos.
He's pretty good. I
A little
like
bit
him.
of typography and some visual effects, so... here is the link for y'all.
Eat your peas,
And-
Pinkie Pie.
Pinkie Pie. Should have been sombrero Pinkie Pie, but all right.
Okay.
As soon as everyone clicks that link, they can get it, they can watch it with us. And
You give them no time, man.
I give them I give them because if they want to check out the artist, not just watch.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
can watch the stream. That's what the stream is for.
Okay.
Aha! He says. But okay, so we'll watch this one. It's just called Pinkie Pie
Yes.
by No Pony Zone. 3, 2, 1.
Very nice.
And you're done.
You know something I've noticed about this show? This show is like #1 in my book for reaction images, like just faces in general. Like, like I'm just saying in general, this show has some of the best reaction faces ever. Like, let
Yeah,
me see
no,
if
I would agree with you, just because obviously we've already seen it a million times. If you've
That
looked at any of the
face.
pictures if you've been paying attention to the show for like any amount over like a month, you probably have seen a couple of those.
No, it's not that. It's just that, like, it's not that I just noticed this. I'm just saying it's like, it's in my book probably one of the better ones for reaction images. In
Yeah,
general.
you're showing Pinky just having her hallucinations right now. Just like there's the opacity on her is all
Yeah.
over the place,
Yeah.
and now she's sleeping.
Okay.
We're good.
Move on to the next one.
And then I guess that brings us to the last piece of content right before we can get to the next portion of our show, the last one we're gonna do. And this is another later one. This one
Stick
was
around for
released
that. That's gonna be
a couple weeks ago. March 8th, Fluffy Mixer, the Flufflepuff Tales, Just Another Day, which I believe is another compilation type of video.
This guy's able to
but-
make pretty good animations.
Yeah, he's good. No, he makes some funny stuff, and they're all around. Most of it revolves around the.
I don't know if he's working maybe on the Double Rainbow team, but
I don't know. I forget. I don't know their entire staff. I would guess maybe no, but I don't know offhand for sure.
okay. Since we
So
don't know what we're talking about, let's just play the
No,
video.
we're just gonna ramble on about nothing for a while. Yeah. So this is again. I'll read the whole title. It's Flufflepuff Tales, Just Another Day by Mr. Fluffy Mixer on March 8th. So let's check it out. 3, 2, 1. I just don't get, why is Chrysalis hanging around the library?
It's just part of the Tumblr.
I guess. I don't get it.
Anyways, I mean, we're gonna start
What?
off with this face, so this is what we're starting off with. You got Twilight's face here, being all
Okay,
shocked.
so basically we're going to end this out by showing you Twilight's shocked reaction face. Now this is going to be a little thing I guess BVids is going to show y'all.
Yeah, so I'm gonna explain something that in the fandom, especially within PMVs, is used quite a bit. So I've seen it used in reaction images. It's masking. You can do a lot of different things with masking. You can do a lot of cool different things. I have Photoshop up. I also have After Effects. You don't need these two programs necessarily. They're nice to use, but you don't necessarily need them to do this. So, for instance, if I wanted to change her mouth to be flipped upside down, which I've seen plenty of times before, you can use a tool called the Magic Wand tool and select the colors that you want to select. So if I wanted to select her mouth and cut it, so Control X and then Control V it. Actually, you can press Control Shift V, and you'll have the mouth paste right back into place. But then you can press Control T, which allows you to change the. So now it looks a little bit more weird. She looks a little happier, I guess. But you can change a couple things about it. Like, okay, for instance, say if I wanted to do the same thing for the tongue and the esophagus area. Need to lower the tolerance, so lower it down to say like 12, so it just selects this area, and Control Exit again, Control Shift V. You can,
Twilight, your throat's upside down. Doesn't matter.
yeah, I'll make it right. Anyways, so you
Correct
move it
all.
move it like that, apply, and now to make it look more like actually correct, you can create a new layer, put it below the mouth, and then paint in the color of the mouth so that it fills up the blank space. For the background of the head, you can do the same thing. So you control click through all that, and then you got a face already starting to look a little weird. She's got these little humps on the side, so maybe.
She's just got a deformity on her chin.
Yeah, it looks a little weird. So
About
you can get
hey
rid of those,
guys,
like,
I just went to the
painting over-
doctor.
You can paint over those and maybe some more down here. Lower the size of the paintbrush so you can get in those smaller areas. To do that, you right click when you're in the paintbrush tool, and you can lower the size by just dragging this little slider so you can move it down. But anyway, so like if I were to just paint in this area, the colors that are mostly around here, and then you can go back into the paintbrush tool, take the same thing and paint in the area. So you paint it like so. I feel like the guy's like the "you suck at Photoshop" guy.
Except you're much more nice than he is.
Yeah, and my wife isn't abusing me on on streams.
That's true. You don't have to deal with that.
No. So,
As we'd erase Twilight's face from existence here.
no, I'm adding to it. I'm making it more pretty and quiet,
But
right?
you could be getting. You could end it now, BVids. You could get rid of her now.
I don't want to though. Okay.
Why not?
She's too good.
She's become too powerful, BVids. We can't.
Okay, anyway, so that's like a basic face connection. You can just have her more or less looking a little bit like, happier than the shocked face that here, I think if I just open that up really quick. This is what I started with. You can just flip it upside down and have the face change a little bit up.
Ozone has a great suggestion down in the chat. He just says to give her a blunt. I think that's the best thing we could possibly do with this rug.
I mean, sure. I mean, I won't look up my sources for where I get blunts from, but I'll just look up blunt on Google Images. I mean,
I don't think he was being serious.
You think I
I
was?
don't think you were supposed to actually go and start looking it up.
But there's so many good blunt photos. Anyways, maybe I'm just being too blunt. No, don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at my crappy jokes.
You're blowing smoke.
Anyways, so for now, if you wanted to say derp her eyes, you can do the same thing with the Magic Wand tool and just select the areas with the purple, and you can take that all out, Control Exit, and then Control V it, and say if I want to have her have a wandering eye a little bit, she's gonna go over to the side.
She can have a lazy eye.
Yeah, the other thing you can do is with the Magic Wand tool, if you select the whole area, so say on her eye like this, you can also delete it. So if I want to delete all the white area and then just have just the eyes there, you can do that too. So there's plenty of selection tools on how to get the eyes, but this is just one for how to derp them a little harder. she's gone full derp. So now I think I can just fill in with white the areas. Oh, no, actually, I want to see if I can do this. Yeah, so you can select the two areas within there, go to a bottom layer, so you put it below the face, and then you can fill it with the paint bucket tool, which is right here, with white. So that's what's in your foreground, and you can put a background color. But you would fill those up. You want to make sure this is below the eyeballs, and there you go. Now you can move the eyeballs independently on your own. So if you want to move it back this way, if you want to move one like that way, you know, you can really derp her up. You can do whatever you want. There's lots of little things you can do. You know, if you wanted to give her a black eye, you could go to... maybe I'm getting too far into this.
Well, we're not going to go there, but no. The line, everything is going to be just fine, comes to mind when I see this face.
Yes.
So,
anyways,
yeah.
you could really derp her up. But anyways, okay, this is one form of masking, but this is a single frame of masking. So when you see videos like the ones that we probably just showed, a lot of those, like I think Melanthrums, yes, had some masking used within it, a couple moving pieces. That is a tool used within After Effects for moving ones. You could make a PNG sequence, which is a file format for, you know, images. You could save this and then, you know, keep editing for each one. You know, each time you want the eye to move, you save it again, you save it again, you save it again, and you keep doing that until you get a full rotation. Or what you could do is you can file save this as a PSD. So that's a Photoshop file. You save that to your desktop just for now. You should probably create a file for all this stuff that you're going to be making, because organization is one of the more important parts of editing. You definitely want to have organization, because that's the only way you're going to find stuff.
It's important, yet none of us really follow that rule.
No, I know. We all just get started and we think it's like, oh, well, it's...
Throw it in a folder, and then you're like, okay, I need to find the one thing I threw in here like a month ago. Crap, where did I put it?
So when I bring in the Photoshop file from my desktop, it asks you if you want to merge the layers or choose layers. You can you lower down this little, like, this tab here, and it says Composition, Retain Layer Sizes. So if you do that, and you have editable layer styles and all that, when you bring it in, you have a comp with all of the layers. Oh, she's really big, so we're going to scale her down. You click on the edge where the picture is, you hold shift, and that just scales it all at the same rate. So you would lower her down till she's filling up the frame. Okay, so she's in frame. We got her there. You know what? We could just, for the sake of it, gonna open up MLP Vector Club in the background while I'm also working on this, just so that if we need resources, those are always good to have. I'll be completing this really quick, so...
We only have a couple minutes. You better hurry.
Don't worry about it. We got this.
I'm worried. They're gonna shut us down.
Okay, well, anyways.
I can hear draft coming through up to my apartment.
So, well, that's kind of weird. He knows where you live. He's gonna come after you, man. Okay, so for this file that I just dragged in, which is the background file, you want to put that underneath of the comp and scale it in this place. So that she's like in a field or something. Yay, she's got a little thing. You could animate her mouth if you really wanted to, but for now we're just gonna mess with the eyes. So, for instance, if I want the eyes to follow a path, I've got to find out which one is the eyes. I think it's the bottom two. Or, no, these two. Okay, so the second of the bottom two are the eyes. You're going to see down here, there's a little thing called, I'm going to make this bigger so you guys can see it. There's tools down here that are meant for transforming objects. So you have anchor point position, scale, rotation, opacity. These are just little attributes that you can affect on the thing that you're trying to change. So for instance, I have this eye here and I wanted to do a derpy kind of like go all the way around. So what I would do is create a position keyframe. Keyframes are going to be what you're mainly going to be moving with, like an object from 1 second to the next. So for instance, if I wanted to set a keyframe at the beginning and start it at 0 seconds, and okay, about 2 seconds in, I want the eye to change positions. Since I set a keyframe at the beginning, wherever I change it for the next point, right there, is going to create this line where it'll follow that path for the 2 seconds. So now when I load the video, or when I play the video, you'll see her eye will slowly track over. It'll do like a lazy eye, wandering eye type thing. And once you play that in real time, it'll do her little tracking like that. And since I took the Photoshop file and dragged it in and made it a comp, which a comp just means it's a selection of layers combined into one layer in your main comp. So this is like a pre-comp, which means you have many layers combined into one so that you can assign lots of attributes to a lot of different layers. So now that you have this little eye tracking like that, say if I wanted to actually curve around the eye like that. So I have my line like this. You can select the pen tool at the top. You will hold down the pen tool, convert vertex tool. This tool allows you to move the object in a curve formation, so when it actually goes, it'll go down and then up. So you can make it go down and then up, and then say for until the 5 seconds, you want it to then come back. You want it to come all the way back this way, and you just go right back to that conversion tool and drag it up like that again. So now you have more of like a full rotation with the eyes. And the cool thing is you can select things like this and loop them. So like for instance, if I just want to keep this going and just keep looping it, we'll have it go for about 20 seconds. And then if I want to copy attributes like that, you can just reapply them to other layers. But since what we're doing is, at one point I think her eye actually goes outside of it goes outside here. So you want to keep this area, drag it in.
Not have it go off her face.
Yeah, I know, her eye is just way too far off of her face. It's not gonna work. Okay. Well, it seems to be just going off. She just wants to go outside of that.
This is still okay. I'm still entertained by this greatly, but it doesn't have to be perfect for this. But people will get the idea where you can be more precise with your keyframes as you move along. And if you want to try to get yourself a seamless rotation, it's just a matter. You can do that. Just a matter of kind of plugging away at the keyframes and the positioning of it. But for our purposes here, we don't have to be perfect.
Yeah, we don't have to be perfect. So let's move on to the next one. You do the same thing. So for instance, you'd want to take 2 seconds into it. You go to your transform, create a position keyframe there, create a position keyframe at the beginning, have it change places. So from change places, you just go like that, do the conversion tool again, rotate it down like this, and then another 5 seconds in, you would have it go up this way and curve. So now you can keep that going. You got your little loop. Now when you go into your main comp and load it out, you'll have her eyes doing this rotation at the same time. Now, if you wanted to change that up so that they're not following the same path, because that just looks like she's like following someone going up and down, and it looks a little eerie because her body isn't moving. You can do a couple things, but I'm not going to get into that because we're just talking about tracking here. But for instance, say you wanted to have the eye going the opposite way as hers is going this way. You could do a couple things. You could right click on the layer, go to time reverse layer, and that would actually, if you were to take these keyframes and bring them back to the beginning, it should go, they go in opposite directions now. So now when you load it out, you got the eyes going in different directions. He's doing a little bit more dirt. Other things that I'll just cover really quick is if you want to like adjust the scale of the eye, like the pupil, so like the pupil's really large, you can do that with these elements too. So like 173 is what I think I had set there for. But now you'll realize
Oh dear
that
God.
sometimes it'll go outside of the eye, so you got to go it outside a little bit. She's going a little crazy. So these are just a couple tools you can use. In another episode, I can cover another masking technique, which is called roto brushing or roto bezier, which is actually using the pen tool to mask out moving clips. So if you want to mask out like a moving sequence, you can do that. Last thing I guess I could leave them with is, can I show them Twiplane, or is that is?
Oh,
it's unfinished.
Do you want to show them Twiplane?
It's unfinished, so I don't see why.
Do they
not.
want? Well, the question is, do they want to see Twiplane?
I think they want to see Twiplane. So honestly,
I think they're just gonna want to be like, oh, what's that? Yeah, Twiplane is gonna be.
No one knows yet, so don't explain it. I'll just show them what I've got here.
Twiplane.
This is a comp that I was making the other day, and I'll load it out.
Wait, look. Yeah, there you go. It looks a lot different than when I remember it too.
No, yeah, there's a little bit different things.
You have 2 rarities and 2 pinkies in the crossover.
Twilight with her blood exhaust.
What is Rarity's face right there all about? Oh my God. What are you doing?
This is gonna make my computer run a little bit slower.
Is this the joke version or is this the real?
No, this is the joke version.
Okay, good.
I haven't finished the real version yet.
Oh yeah. It's like the so is the cockpit all the way up in the head?
I mean, sure. Like maybe it's on autopilot though.
It's just aerodynamically, it just doesn't seem like it would be very sound or make sense.
She hasn't gone full on though yet. She hasn't reached the sonic boom speed yet. So like, you gotta give her a little bit.
How long is that gonna take?
It just takes a couple seconds. It's rendering, Jay.
I like how people are just coming back in there and like, oh my God, what's Twilight doing as a plane?
There we go. She just went full Sonic Rainbow. She looks more like a boat. Well,
yeah, she kind of does look like a little bit of a boat. Well, she kind of does look like a little bit of a boat.
Well, oh God, can't open up the stream and have that go.
Of course, the first thing they say is Sonic fart. I'm going to just give you the reactions if you can't open up the stream.
Here we go.
Chat.
Well, I'm gonna just play this as is. I think we're good with the time area that I'm at right now.
Yeah, go ahead, play it.
Oop.
I do like Rarity's expression there.
She's like, what is Pinky?
No, I don't know why she's got this trolling face on her. I don't know, she's like, what's going on over there?
And then of course Twilight just like unloads her afterburners.
Yeah, that's what they call them these days, huh? That's when after they go to
man, that's you. That's you. Yeah, that's you. After 6 Chipotle burritos, you just go like a sonic boom comes out.
I knew we were gonna have this joke go full circle at some point.
Well, it did. It went full circle.
Why have to have the braids in her hair on the plane? I don't get that. It's like, is it the most inconvenient place to do your hair?
Well, there's a couple things going on in that video, but anyways, this does take the same attributes of things I was just talking about, such as tracking. So for instance, I have these keyframes down here. I'll zoom in on it really fast. These keyframes down here that start at the beginning and then move to here will track it so that you can go through the plane cabin, so like that. I could like bend the line, so if I wanted to be more like a kind of curve into the showing of Rarity's face like that. This has got tracking going on with the clouds going off in the background. Interesting thing I'll talk about real fast just because it's interesting, it's good to know, is okay, this cloud background, you could spend a long time, a very long time, trying to create a background that just lasts a really long time. So you maybe make it like 100,000 pixels, like a really crazy length background. This is only 10,000. Or you can use a tool called offset. You go to effects and presets, you can type in offset, if you spell it correctly, unlike me, You have something under distort called offset, and what that allows you to do is, as long as the ends, so the end of this cloud background and the beginning of the other side of the cloud background are the same, you can continuously loop it as long as you want. So, for instance, these clouds that I have here, they have the effect, the offset right here. So for this whole length that they're going on, it just continually loops, and you just drag this little slider, and you can continually keep the path of the clouds continuing forever. So it's a lot easier than trying to create a background that you would just pan from one side of the end, so you could like track this and move it, but that would take a very long time, and it wouldn't be a good idea to do. So use the effects and presets that After Effects gives to you. Mess around in After Effects, just jump in there, watch the tutorials, come back and watch us sometimes. We'll get a little bit more in depth. I'll go back and explain more tools in depth. This time we were a little cut short because we covered some content earlier, so
Yeah.
I mean, different episodes will cover different things, but even write into us, or message us on Twitter or something like that if you'd like to see something on the show that you'd really like to learn, or something you've seen in a PMV or something that you really like
I'll only just post the usernames of our Twitters if you want to get in on that. I'm JHaller36. He is BVids. Lovely names on Twitter we have.
It's like
especially him.
50 Cent, but
oh yeah, no, I love that username you have. Basically, essentially, we've just taught you how to cheat, how to put as little effort into making something look really good as possible. So that is.
I don't know if it looks really good, but she definitely has good sonic farts. So
okay. All right. So I believe that's all we got today, then, right?
For time at least.
Oh, very good tutorial. We went over our time by 15 minutes. I don't think anyone really cares. I sure don't.
No, why isn't everyone watching Snowdrop, right?
Because they already did.
No, because they're waiting for Brony Breakdown.
That's something we can watch next time, maybe, because Snowdrop premiered at the same time our thing premiered, and I was just like, well, this is bad timing. Oh well, but it's all good.
Are they just gonna put it up on YouTube in like a day or two?
Yeah, they're putting it on YouTube. I think later, just a little bit here. So we're gonna, I'm gonna go check it out after this, and we're gonna see how it is. Maybe show it next week or some point. Maybe we should just get Silly Philly Studio people onto the show to interview and talk with.
Yeah, sure.
Wouldn't that be just the thing to do?
Wouldn't that just be the thing? Yeah. We're also, just in case you guys want to know, me and Jay are going to be going to EQLA this year.
Yeah.
So if you are in the LA area, or if you are planning on going, please come visit us. We're going to be maybe doing a panel there. We're still in, up in the air stage
negotiations.
Right now. We haven't even pitched the idea yet, but it should be pretty fun. It should be pretty funny.
No, we'll be fine. Even son, you come say hi. I guess we'll be there, and we'll just be hanging out, and it'll be.
Give us free merch. I mean, bring me a sandwich.
Autographs are $20, just so you know. Right
I love sandwiches. So roast beef, brisket, maybe a side soup or side salad. I don't know. Anyways, okay. Well, we're done here, so I'm gonna sign off.
We've let the fame go to our head. Okay, we're out of here.
I think mixology just kicks in when we leave, right?
Yep, it will. So, see you next time, and up next we'll have Brony Breakdown. I believe Brony Breakdown will be later on tonight for you guys. So, all right, see y'all later.